Hello and welcome to Aviadev Insight Africa, the podcast offering your window to the world of African aviation with your host, John Howell, CEO and founder of Aviadev Africa. On Sunday, the 25th of July, 2021, a Eurowings Discover A330 touched down in Mombasa on the beautiful Kenyan coast and then flew onwards to Zanzibar in Tanzania. Eurowings Discover is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Lufthansa Group, headquartered in Frankfurt. It's modeled as a leisure carrier that's going to offer popular leisure destinations. Today, we're going to discuss the carrier's plans for the African market specifically, with not one, but two guests. Our first guest is Marco Goertz. He is the Chief Revenue Officer at Discover. He brings over 10 years of experience at the Lufthansa Group and joins us from Munich today. And alongside him is somebody who I'm sure lots of you in Africa do know already, Dr. Andre Schulz, who is the General Manager for Southern and Eastern Africa at the Lufthansa Group. Now, Andre has held numerous positions with Lufthansa Group as well for over 14 years and has been based in Johannesburg and focused on the African market for the last 6 years. So welcome to the podcast, gents.
Thank you.
Thank you, John, for having us.
Thanks. Wonderful. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Marco, let me start with you because you've been sort of involved in the Discover product really quite deeply. As a starting point, it's a new Eurowings Discover might be a new brand that people haven't heard of too much, other than obviously all of the coverage from the new routes down there in Mombasa and Zanzibar. So tell us a little bit about why it was created and what gap it's there to fill within the Lufthansa stable.
Yeah, well, Lufthansa out of Germany has, of course, a stronger focus on corporate business and travelers who regularly fly several times a year. And with those two hubs, Frankfurt and Munich, LH offers a very splendid connecting product, which allows customers to fly via Frankfurt and Munich from and to lots of destinations around the world. And we as Eurowings Discover, we would like to fill the gap for LHT, especially in the German market for touristic travelers, and would like to offer a broad portfolio of interesting and exciting touristic destinations. Well, our product focuses on simplicity, is fresh and innovative, also aiming for customers who doesn't fly regularly, perhaps just once or twice a year to their vacation. And well, their holidays should already start then on board on our flights. And as part of the Eurowings brand family, we as a startup airline, we benefit very strongly from the brand and this large visibility Eurowings in Europe already has. And with our exclusive focus on tourism, Eurowings Discover complements the Lufthansa Group portfolio perfectly on our side. And nevertheless, Eurowings is a 100 subsidiary, as you already said, and of Lufthansa, and is perfectly embedded in the LH structure. So connecting via Germany is very convenient and easy for every traveler, also with Eurowings Discover. And with the hub in Frankfurt, and later, next year, we would also like to open up Munich as a hub. Travelers can benefit from direct connections and seamless transfer. Each flight will offer an LH marketing code. So that means all the booking channels are open to be booked. So whenever you are able to fly a Lufthansa flight, you will also be able to find the Eurowings Discover flight. And well, the actual booking figures, they underline that we are on the right way now, ramping up the touristic sector again. And I would say with that rapid economic recovery of the post-COVID situation coming up now, we are on the right way. And let's hope for the best for the upcoming months and years.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been a really exciting development in Africa. There was some really positive. It's so nice to have some positive information coming through and a new route and a new brand, something really fresh in the market. So, Andre, let me come to you. You know, why Mombasa and Zanzibar? What was it about those particular destinations that made them the sort of launch destinations?
Yeah, well, I just returned from Mombasa and Zanzibar last week, where we had the Eurowings Discover launch events, which was very emotional for us because it was not only the first Lufthansa Group flight now into Mombasa and Zanzibar, but it was the first ever commercial touchdown of our new leisure airline Eurowings Discover. And I think Mombasa and Zanzibar were the perfect locations to be our first destinations. We had a very warm welcome, a great hospitality in these areas. You could also see that, we want to actively support the tourism industries in these areas, which were suffering so heavily by the pandemic. And as Marco has outlined now with Eurowings Discover, it's the right time that the Lufthansa Group has a platform that can serve these leisure-driven destinations, which the classical Lufthansa Group platforms couldn't serve in the past. And we see after almost 1.5 years in pandemic, people want to travel. There is a demand to these regions. If it's now these beautiful beaches that we have at the East African coast, if it's the bush experience, people want to travel. And we see that all over. Once travel restrictions are lifted, we just had the case in South Africa last week, we'll see the bookings coming in. And we are quite happy with the booking figures for the Mombasa and Zanzibar route, which look promising. And that's why we also announced already that as from June next year, we will increase the flight to Mombasa from twice a week to 4 times a week. So it's also important for us for these regions, for the destinations in Africa, that Eurowings Discover is not just a test case to see if it works to fly to new leisure destinations in Africa, but it comes with a long-term commitment and an approach that is having a longer focus for the next flight period. So I think in that sense, what these African destinations have to offer from a leisure perspective, if it's now bush or beach, and the Eurowings Discover platform that can actually serve these destinations, it's the perfect match at the right time, at the end, hopefully the end of such a pandemic.
Absolutely. I mean, Lufthansa's always been really active. You guys have been great at supporting us at AviaDev as well with what we're trying to do, because of course it's connectivity to and from and also within the African continent as well. And for you to be based down there and to have the office down there and to try these new things and for Africa to be the launch destination, it's just really great news for the continent. So Marco, Andre, and we've talked about this a little bit, but in terms of the flight performance so far, how has it been? But also, where are they coming from? Are these German outbound travelers? Are you picking up people from other countries? Are there business travelers on here? What's the kind of makeup of the passengers? What's the mix?
Yeah, it's a very, very, very variety of passengers on board now. Let's say it like this: we have a very satisfying booking figures, even on the short term. So what we see now is the booking behavior in total, not only on tourist destinations, changed. So that means some years ago, perhaps before the pandemic, people used to book their vacation flight 8 months, 9 months ahead. Now we see that 8 weeks ahead. This is the peak of the bookings now coming in. And we are very happy with the route, and it looks, for example, from Mombasa Zanzibar, the flights outbound now from Germany, they are very well booked, and we are happy and very satisfied that this is a really good investment now on the long term, and we have positive demand in all classes, business class and economy. So there is a really high demand coming up now, but from the different passengers flying with the Eurowings Discover, well, we see visit tourists from Germany. We see also, of course, Africans flying via Europe to the rest of the world. We see some corporate travelers also. So I think it's what I mentioned before, that it's very easy and convenient to connect in Frankfurt. So it's not only an offer we give to our tourists or tour operators in Germany, for example. It's an offer each and every passenger can use, and you can connect very easy and seamless in Frankfurt. So it's really an interesting mixture of passengers, not only the tourists traveling on the flights.
No, that's great. And obviously, as your role as Chief Revenue Officer, you're looking at all those opportunities to maximize the revenue. And one of those, which was a really big topic for us at AviaDev and has been a big topic for Africa and for the world over the last 18 months, because it's obviously been very successful, is cargo. So what about the cargo opportunities? Even though it's traditionally people would be sitting here going, well, Eurowings Discover, it's a leisure carrier, it's just going to have everybody's buckets and spades in the belly, but obviously there is scope there for cargo. So is that something that you've already got involved in, and you see potential?
Yeah, definitely. So we recently, some weeks ago, we set up a global contract with Lufthansa Cargo, and Lufthansa Cargo will offer and sell the belly capacity on behalf of Eurowings Discover. So each and every destination we are serving in future will be linked to cargo if there is demand on the site. So it depends on the destinations we are offering, but there's always a possibility to transport cargo. And as you already said, the cargo business is very stable. It even increased throughout the last month. So what we see now, that would be, so we are very interested, of course, in also to transport cargo from and to Africa.
Excellent, excellent. So Andre, coming back to you, let's talk about Africa as a market, because of course, it's something really well. The market really well. Are you looking to serve, obviously Mombasa, Zanzibar is kind of beach island destinations, or are you also looking at sort of adventure tourism destinations, or are there also business centers that you'd look to serve? Where's the limit here with Eurowings Discover?
Well, as you can imagine, John, for us, it's quite exciting to have Eurowings Discover as a completely new platform on serving now the African markets. The classical Lufthansa Group products with Lufthansa and Swiss, we're focusing on the big commercial hubs in Africa, like a Johannesburg, like a Lagos, like a Nairobi. And now with this new approach, we can actually serve the leisure-driven destination. We just started, as you said, Mombasa, Zanzibar, which is more the beach experience. Next week, we will launch the Windhoek flight, which for us, with the 5 times a week frequency, is completely different to, let's say, a Mauritius, for example, because from a pure African Namibian perspective, there is a strong potential also for the point of sale in Windhoek, seeing the strong ties between Namibia and Germany. And there, I think it's not only focused on tourists, but also on corporate travelers. I mean, we've seen in the past that carriers like Air Namibia were serving a daily flight on this route, connecting these countries. And I think there's a great market opportunity for us, then also increasing, as from March next year, increasing Frankfurt Windhoek to a daily flight. So I think there we have a strong market or value proposition also to our customers in Namibia. Then on the other hand, in October, we will start Frankfurt Mauritius on Eurowings Discover, which will be the 4th destination. Then we will be excited in March next year when we go from Frankfurt Windhoek to a daily service. We're going to have a tech flight, Windhoek to Victoria Falls. So that's for the first time that Lufthansa Group aircraft will touch down in Vic Falls. That's a completely other adventurous experience, if you like. And then as from June 2022, when we increase the Frankfurt Mombasa flight, we will have a tech flight to Kilimanjaro. So in total, we will then have 6 African destinations. And I think it's a great mixture of beach destinations, bush experience, adventurous destinations, which you can at the end of the day also combine. For example, you can take a Lufthansa Frankfurt Nairobi flight, do the bush experience, then you go to Mombasa, you have the beach experience, and you take the flight back on Eurowings Discover. So I think it puts us, I mean, now purely speaking on behalf of the African markets, it gives us a great opportunity to serve different customers with different products and make use of the variety and diversity that we are offering with all the different brands and airlines within the Lufthansa Group.
Yeah, so that multi-itinerary, a lot of people go to Africa from outside of the continent as a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and, they stay for a long time. They want to have all those experiences and being able to knit those together. So for our listeners that aren't 100% au fait with what you mean by the sort of technical flights to Vic Falls and Kilimanjaro, what do you mean by that? You mean that they'll always go via Windhoek first, and it's sort of a fifth freedom operation, or how does it work?
Yeah, it's a tech flight. For example, let's say Frankfurt Windhoek, we'll fly that on a daily base as from March next year, and it's a night operation. So the time where the aircraft is actually standing in Windhoek, there is a tech flight. That's how we call it, Windhoek Vic Falls, where passengers can go to Vic Falls and then back from Vic Falls via Windhoek to Frankfurt. So far, we do not have fifth freedom rights, so we are not in a position right now to sell an only Windhoek Vic Falls segment. That's something that still needs to be discussed, and that's not always easy from a regulatory perspective. And the same will be true now with Frankfurt Mombasa. Then it goes Mombasa Zanzibar, back to Mombasa, and up the way to Frankfurt. So it's always a direct flight or a direct service to Windhoek and Mombasa, and then there's a tech attached to that specific trunk route.
Right, fantastic. Thank you for clearing that up. And this one's really for both of you. We have a lot of listeners, obviously, from the civil aviation authorities, the tourism boards, the airport authorities here as well. And they're probably sitting there thinking, well, we need Eurowings Discover into our destination. So how what are you looking for in terms of an approach from a destination? What is it that's going to drive this, or are the decisions being made in Germany and then it's kind of being implemented into Africa? But we're all about that two-way exchange of communication. So what are you looking for from an approach from a destination or an airport company? Either of you can take that one.
Yeah, perhaps Andre, it's okay. That's just starting. Well, it's an evolving process, so it's nothing which happened overnight to opening up a new route. And well, opening up a completely new destination for an airline or even for a whole market isn't very easy in the beginning, and needs the effort of several stakeholders. And to really lead a project to a success and keep the route also in the midterm, we need the full support, for example, of the respective country, the airport, tourism boards, tour operators, local companies, and so on. So, and only if, so to say, all hands are on deck, then opening up a new destination will really lead to a success. And so whenever there's interest from your side, please feel free to contact us or Andre as our representative in Africa. So because we are growing. So next year we will have 11 A330 in operation next summer. But we hope for further growth. And of course, we are looking for new and interesting destinations and spots which haven't been covered, especially from Europe and from the German markets, not that like a Punta Cana, for example. So we are looking for very interesting touristic spots which are not covered yet.
Oh, well, there's plenty of those. So I'm sure everybody's very excited down there. And for anybody listening, we will provide the contact details in the show notes. There'll be the LinkedIn profiles for Andre and for Marco as well. So you can connect with them. Andre, anything to add from your side from the conversations you've had?
Yeah, thank you, John. Well, first of all, I think in some regards, we are also kind of trendsetters, because right now we are the only European carrier with a direct flight to Mombasa. That will change because we also see that competitors are reacting to our plans with Eurowings Discover soon in Mombasa. Also, when we start the flight to Windhoek, we'll be the only European carrier with a direct flight to Windhoek. And we also see that African airports, African tourism boards realize, the Lufthansa Group becomes active. I think at the beginning with 8 long-haul destinations of Eurowings Discover, half of them are on the African continent. And I must say, especially also with your support with the AviaDev conference, we are in discussions with airports and tourism boards based on the discussions we had at the AviaDev conference, where we are, starting new discussions with new markets. And so we create locally the contacts via such conferences, and then handing over to our headquarter colleagues, because as Marco outlined, it's quite a complex process to start a new destinations, many different aspects to be considered. And so far we'll see that also the African markets realize, okay, the Lufthansa Group is not only focusing on corporate destinations, but with this new leisure airline, there are also completely new opportunities for these destinations. And we'll see that there is quite a fruitful exchange already happening. So probably there's more to come in the future.
That's wonderful. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, we understand here that we're just a part of the process. We're trying to be a forum to either start conversations, to accelerate conversations, whatever it may be. But, there needs to be somewhere for those people to come together and for route development conversations in a professional context as well. So no, that's great to hear. And obviously the Namibia side of things is really interesting because, of course, Air Namibia ceased operations. There's going to be opportunities all around Africa, and if we can get it connected from outside, then we can obviously work on the intra-African connectivity as well. So before we go, I wanted to just come back to you, Marco, just to talk a little bit about the fleet, because you mentioned that you'll have 11 A330s, and they obviously need to be deployed, and Africa's been identified. So why the aircraft, and what's the configuration of the actual aircraft itself?
Well, the Airbus A330 is one of the most modern, reliable aircraft, which provides all passengers a high level of comfort and relaxation on long-haul flights. And especially the twin operation is, of course, very efficient to us and very cost efficient. And we are happy to have those aircraft already within the Lufthansa Group. And we are using, for our operation, we are using A330-200 and 300s, which come out of the Lufthansa Group. So therefore, they really fit perfectly to our needs. They are able to reach all parts of Africa, which is very important, especially the southern parts of Africa. And well, what we are offering from a perspective of the seats configuration, We have on the 330-200, 270 seats with 22 business class seats and 248 in economy. And on the A330-300, we have 350 seats, 15 seats with 27 business class and 288 in economy. We will implement or introduce a premium economy class at the first quarter of next year. So this will then change the configuration, but the premium economy class will have a dedicated service again and will provide a high comfort, a high standard of comfort to our passengers. So this will start in the first quarter of next year, 2022.
Fantastic, really exciting, and we're watching this with interest. We're super keen to support your expansion and you know, to bring tourists back into Africa, because of course it's been a difficult situation for all destinations, all airports, and it's great to see some positivity. So I want to say thank you so much to both of you for joining us. It's been a real pleasure, and I'll put those links in the show notes so people can contact you. And thank you everybody out there for joining us as well for today's episode. If you did enjoy it, or if there's somebody in your network you think should have a listen to this, just hit the share button, share that over on WhatsApp or email or text message or LinkedIn, however you want to do it. And they can listen to it however and whenever they want. We've got loads more insightful podcasts planned over the coming weeks. We're not going anywhere in our bid to support African aviation to innovate, unite, and thrive. So thank you so much again, gentlemen, and we will see you hopefully in person in one of those beautiful African destinations very soon.
Thank you, John. Thanks so much.
Thanks, John. Bye-bye.